Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Here
Oh
comes
no.
the massive push.
Frosty's in the
They
corner.
know the push is coming. They get Frosty.
Oh!
Can Snake might get the answering kill. 1 second left.
He gets it! Oh my god, he got the kill! 49-49 is the one kill game. Royal2 is up on top on P side. Two players are gonna be tucked away inside of the fridge. They're gonna be so weak. Oh my word! 50-49, FaZe pull off the win.
So they're up by 1, 7 seconds left on the clock. Here's the push.
Royal2 gets one. 3 seconds left, Formal ties the game up once more. It's absolute carnage in the base. Optic make the push. Optic make the push.
APG's controller was down. We're into overtime.
If we went into overtime, it was tied up as the game finished.
I've never seen anything like this. OT has been extended all the way. Here comes the
info.
push.
APG's got the info. Who's going to win this fight? Stay boys! FaZe will win it. 50-49. Lucid will fall. Royal2 trying to shut the door on the hopes. Trippy flies in. Royal2!
Throughout all 3 years of Halo Infinite, we've seen incredible gameplay across the entirety of Halo Infinite, but there is one that stands out. And man, you gotta talk about Royal2.
FaZe Clan's Royal2 stands at the top of the pile, arguably the greatest KD player of all time.
You mentioned this guy on this KD leaderboard not that long ago, Tony, and Royal2.
Royal2.
You just tell by the way he, like his demeanor, the way he was walking around that event. I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna cook.
Who's still up on that top of the leaderboard, Wes? It's Royal2.
It's no surprise Royal2's at the top.
Just the greatest performance that we've seen in this game was at Worlds 2023.
The bracket gets reset. And FaZe Clan will be your Halo World Champions.
Royal2, okay? Might call him Royal3 now. We saw the triple kill you got to get that 3rd point, to get your 3rd victory of the season, and get your 3rd world championship.
The thing about Royal2's playstyle is it's not glamorous. It's not the Renegades, it's not Frosty, it's not Stellar, it's not Legend or Bound, it's not this fast-paced, super fun to watch. Royal2's playstyle is very simple. Sit back, hold the position, and don't miss. The thing is, it's so difficult to replicate. So if you're trying to learn how to play like Royal2, good luck, because the don't miss part is the most important part. In my opinion, he's probably got the best shot in the history of Halo as well. You're talking him or Roy?
My playstyle is a little bit different. I think I strive in just seeing everything on the map and reading it at a very high level, so I'm very aware. I think that's why I kind of have a little bit of a slower play style. And then I also like to watch over my teammates because I can kind of dictate where people are going to be. I feel like I know where everyone's going to be at all times. So if I can relay that information to my teammates, I feel like I can set them up to be better. And then also I can kind of cover them and dictate what would happen next. So I feel like that is like one of my strengths and why I kind of play the way I do.
It's basically he is a known entity that is stable while everyone else is creating chaos.
He plays the game at an unbelievably calculated level.
The reason why his teammates are able to find so much success, play the lanes that they do, is because you have that man watching your back at all times.
You know, I've always said that from my perspective, it's really easy to make a really good push when you got Royal2 at your cover fire. So, you know, I'll live and die by that.
In the off-season, roster mania has been manic, to say the least. And we have seen a 7-year dynasty roster get completely torn apart. Lethal is left behind here in Snakebite. Royal2, Frosty, they join up with Renegade in order to make a serious run this year.
The entire reason that team was put together, the entire reason you pick up Renegade was to win a world championship. So you know going into Worlds that they were going to be fired up.
I think during that 2023 Worlds, obviously we were all playing really well, but I could definitely tell Royal2 is sticking out a little bit.
I just remember him being really focused. Like before every match, we'd like be in the back shooting bots or warming up or whatever. And usually like we're all talking to each other. We don't have our headphones on. He just had his Bose noise canceling headphones on, listening to some kind of music. I don't know what he was listening to. And he was just like, didn't say a word, like was just shooting bots, like stoic. And I was like,
holy shit, this guy's locked. Like he's gonna be frying this tournament, I can just tell.
Welcome to your 2023 Halo World Championships. It is Saturday and the championship bracket is primed and ready to go. Here's the winner's side of things. We've got FaZe Clan going up against Shopify Rebellion.
To start off Worlds, our winners round 1, we played versus Shopify. They're a really good team. So I think that just kind of like set the tone for how we want to start the tournament. We actually ended up 3-0ing them. Just a great performance by us. I think that kind of showed what we were capable of for this event, and that was just a good series leading into Optic.
Buckle in because we're there. We're getting to the main stage right now. Optic versus FaZe is happening right now.
It's a full house here in Seattle for the biggest game we've had on the main stage so far this tournament. We see Optic and FaZe match up once more. FaZe are dominating Optic.
Speaking of Demon, this is some special sort of hell for Optic gaming fans.
He's gonna hit it.
Oh!
This is gonna be it. Unless Optic can get anywhere near this hill, they cannot do it. That was terrifying. As FaZe just need 8 or to keep Optic at bay for 50 seconds. Renegade doesn't want to overextend, but now he sees the opportunity to push. Formal gets the trade, but here comes Lucid. Lucid gets one, APG gets one, tie game again.
Look at the game clock, 44 here. Trippy gets a kill for 44, 15 seconds left on the clock.
FaZe have to push. There's a grenade in the feet of Lucid. He sends it back with that repulse. And Optic Gaming clutch up in the final moments with one of the best pushes you will ever see in Halo. Royal2 with a Stalker. Not many things more scary than that sentence if you're on the receiving end.
Look at this. Oh boy, calls it perfectly.
They only need 10 points. APG gets one though. Formal's challenging. Lucid has managed to kind of sneak through, but Royal2 comes back, sniffs him out. APG throws it out, comes back to challenge Royal2 now. Royal2 with a perfect 4 though. Renegade watching that oddball. Royal2 gets the touch to reset, and FaZe will send us to a game 5.
46-49.
One more to go here for Optic. It's gonna be Lucid, who secures a game 5 win for Optic. Your defending world champions continue their run.
You know, we were feeling super confident. I think we did, kind of mess up some game types or some games we should have won. And I think we could have actually closed out that series, but unfortunately we ended up going game 5 and losing.
But truthfully, we thought a lot of those things came down to mistakes on our part.
As soon as we lost that series, like not even a minute after, we were like, dude, if we play those guys again, we're gonna roll them. Like we know exactly what we were making mistakes on in that series, and they were such little tweaks. And we knew like if we just fixed a couple things on a couple game types and just changed a little bit the way we were playing, we could win the whole tournament. Like that was our mentality like the minute after we lost.
Royal2 has been stepping up to the mark in terms of his slaying ability as normal.
Royal2 has been having a crazy event so far, so I'm not surprised that he's number 1 on the KD leaderboard.
I think after losing to Optic in the winners semifinals, we were able to just keep morale really high because of how confident we were. We worked a lot heading into that World Championship. We felt like we were the best team heading into that one.
When I think about FaZe's run at 2023 Worlds, it really does start when they entered the elimination bracket and the run that they went on.
We just had to bounce back.
We got one more match for you today, and we are seeing red. It's going to be FaZe Clan versus Native Red.
We went to losers. We still had to play the same day, and we ended up playing Native, I think, to end the night, and we ended up 3-0ing them.
FaZe completely in control throughout that game, looking so strong.
The next day, we ended up playing Sentinels and 3-0ing them too. So I think we were already starting on a good pace, and still our performance was still good, obviously. It sucks we're in losers, but I think it's all about momentum.
Just felt like if we can go into Sunday and keep bringing our A game and play the way that we had prepared, we thought we'd really do something special.
What an opening to Championship Sunday. FaZe, they have woken up, their alarms have gone off, they've had a very good breakfast by the looks of it, and part of that breakfast clearly was Sentinels. Looking right now at our KD leaderboard, Royal2 still at the top there.
So we ended up matching versus SSG in the losers finals. That is like one of the bigger matches because we don't usually play SSG throughout the year. It's mostly like we're playing Optic a lot, so it's kind of always just you're going in blind, especially at this big of a tournament. We don't know what they're going to pull out or if they have like different strats.
16 teams started this weekend and we're down to 3. Space Station taking on FaZe. Seattle, are you ready for this match? Let me hear you.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Which means it could be an opening here for FaZe to get the overshield, and Royal2's got it.
Yeah, look at those kills across the board. Renegade so far 3-0 against his former teammates. Royal2 and crew grab overshield, they clear out Space Station, and they're gonna put time on the board.
Yeah, this is gonna be real problematic here for Space Station. They're gonna have a lot to work with now. Good positioning as well. Trying to handle this overshield player. Watch out though, because Snakebite's on the prowl. He's got the sniper as well. Plenty of ammo. He's got to be careful about how he shoots it. Oh my word! He's looking for another one, but it's not going to be there because his teammates got him.
93 points on the board, and FaZe dropped the ball. They realize they have to win this fight in order to close this game out. Two members drop.
What nade
Royal2 trying to do everything he can here on scoreboard. Gets a trade there with the spike grenade.
Can they do anything? It doesn't seem like they can, and that is going to be the game. FaZe take map 1.
Still a 1-kill game, Golden Boy.
This is wild, man. It's been a decent amount of time here, and these two teams just do not seem to be giving any quarter whatsoever, and I don't think anyone expected any quarter. Royal2 is going to go for the kill there against Bound. Knows that another player is going to be low. The tags are coming in too, but look at that pressure on the Util side of the map. Royal2 is going to be good for the shot, though.
Just kill after kill. Right there, Bound gets entry kill onto Renegade. How do they react? Looks like Frosty gets the fish onto Bound. Royal2 is a player they were not ready for.
48-48 now, tie game with 1 minute left on the clock.
These last couple kills.
Wait a minute. Here
Comes a massive push.
Frosty's in the
they
corner.
Know the push is coming. They get Frosty. Can Snakebite get the answering kill? 1 second left.
He gets it! Oh my god, he got the kill! 49-49, it's a 1-kill game. Royal2 is up on top on P side. 2 players are gonna be tucked away inside of the fridge. They're gonna be so weak. Oh my word! 50-49, FaZe pull off the win.
They're all trapped in this closet in like the fridge area. I ended up throwing 2 grenades almost across the map and killing someone. I think that was like a key moment. I think those little clutch moments just kind of change the outcome of a whole tournament, and it just kind of gives you the momentum and confidence in your teammates that you can like do anything.
I'm lightheaded.
The good and bad of that last push was it was all or nothing. They wanted to go for the 1 or 2 kills and not drop, and that's exactly what they do.
Look at this.
They prep the push at the 10-second mark. All 4 members go and say, we're going to have a 4-on-3 or a 4-on-2 and win this battle. They get the first one in the fridge. They back down Snakebite, and somehow Renegade comes in across the map, gets the first kill on Eco. But like Space Station said, they all come in that direction. They have no additional angles to help support the kills.
Pinned. They were pinned, and that one nade will seal the deal. What a game. That was the craziest 10 seconds of Halo I've ever seen. And Royal2 at 2.13 KD. That is a sizable amount of kills that he's been able to accrue on CTF there. And there's Royal2 right at the top. He's been contributing so much to this team.
Up 2-0. Can FaZe close this out? Flag recovered.
Oh,
if Space Station can't get a pull next 3 seconds, that is game. That is series. That is match.
In a tale as old as time itself, FaZe Clan will have a date with Destiny alongside Optic Gaming here at the grand finals of the Halo World Championship.
After that series, I was like, okay, like we got a good shot at winning the whole thing if we play like this, because we just bounced a team that was like very strong very quickly. So I think after we kind of 3-0'd SSG, we really rode that momentum.
And to really catch fire on the back of obviously Royal2's unbelievable statistical performance, I think that says so much about that team in this moment. A world championship, $1 million on the line, backs against the wall, no room for error, and you know you have to beat the best team at this tournament twice. FaZe were gonna need their best. And Royal2 rise to the occasion like he traditionally always does in these moments.
Hello folks, and welcome back to your 2023 Halo World Championships. As you can see, we have a packed house for this grand final. Let's take a look at the brackets right now though, because we've had 2 different journeys, one through the elimination bracket, a little bit earlier than I think FaZe would have liked, but no problem, 3-0. 3-0. Sentinels and Space Station both knocked out by those FaZe boys. The question is, can they go all the way and reset the bracket? But to do so, they need to take down Optic Gaming.
FaZe honestly have been playing throughout this elimination bracket angry. They look upset that they were in as early as you said. They look like they want revenge.
In a season that has been full of so many stories, there is a magic and a poetry in the fact that the 2 teams who take to our main stage in the Halo World Championship Finals are the same 2 teams who met up in the first grand final of this year. FaZe Clan versus Optic Gaming on our main stage to decide who's going to be the Halo World Champion.
FaZe Clan was built to do one thing, and that is win a world championship. In order to do it, they will need to win 2 best-of-7s. And here, let's take a look at your KD leaderboard at the Halo World Championship.
FaZe Clan's Royal2 stands at the top of the pile, arguably the greatest KD player of all time. The Halo World Championships is about to reach its conclusion. An entire season of action comes down to maybe 1 series or maybe just 2 if FaZe can reset the bracket. And it's a Sunday night in Seattle, and you know what that means. It's grand finals time, everyone. In the last few moments, 3 dead here, Renegade last alive! Formal!
It's a clean wipe there, that'll be it 2 seconds to go. And just like that, here at the 88-point mark, they're only separated by 2.
Frosty got 1. Royal2 is trying to bait them out of pipes. All of Optic just bunched up at the moment. There's playing tight and there's playing too tight. Renegade comes in. Royal2 comes in. The ball gets played. Lucid last alive. Can Renegade survive and keep that ball in his hand? Snakebite trying to take down Lucid. The final kill. Optic are 3 dead. And FaZe, with a last-second push, will get their round on the board. Optic having to force their way through the pipes, and with a shock rifle in the hands of Renegade, it's going to be a tough push to make. They need to use that cover of the little wave that's in the center of Whirlpool, and they can't do it. 2-4, Formal, he'll fall as well. It's a double kill for Renegade. Lucid last alive, and I tell you what, he's gonna fall too. It's 3 in a row. APG challenges.
He's just like that. It's a 10-point game.
Renegade trying to force on that odd ball, but the damage from Trippy on the cross is gonna allow APG to get the kill. Snakebite about to get double teamed, but he's got some help. Renegade gets 1, Snakebite stays alive. And with that, FaZe stay alive as well. They'll grab the ball, they'll try and turn this corner.
Good timing.
And Frosty still has that shock, and he is looking for respawners. There's some game knowledge for you. 2 dead for FaZe. Lucid's got the camo, and Frosty is trying to escape. The clutches of Formal, the clutches of Lucid. He won't be able to do it, and Optic Gaming will break and win game number 1.
What a game number 1. It had everything. And as no surprise, it goes all the way to 3 rounds, down to the wire.
20 seconds left. 1 kill between the 2 teams.
Optic Gaming has to push. They need the kill. They're going to look for the damage here, and they're going to look to go.
Repulse has been used. Lucid walks in. Lucid gets 2. It's a 1 kill advantage here for Optic Gaming. 3 seconds left. Make it 2. Lucid secures it.
An unbelievable ending to that game.
We were down the first 2 games. We definitely were not caught off guard, but I think they just came out like swinging. They had like super high confidence, and we were playing really well, but once again, we just kind of like slipped up on some close games. So we ended up going to the back, and we kind of just like talked about, we're like, listen, these 2 games don't really mean anything. Like, we've been down so many times. We've been down 0-2. We've been up to 2-0. It doesn't, like, when the series is not over, it's not over. So we kind of just went to the back, had like a little huddle, discussed things, and yeah, we ended up coming back and winning 8 games straight.
Optic are on the re.
Get the pull.
Optic are on the re. APG though, he gets taken down. He loses the 1v1. Royal2 no shields whatsoever, but he sends that flag home. It's a hero play from Royal2.
Compared to mid-season, the QT usage had just been min-maxed so well. Royal2 with great shots from the high gen.
Renegade gonna try and force this one home and should be able to do so. With 2 seconds remaining, be back in this series. The flyaway that was just bugging him in and around that tower.
How rare of a mind the gap angle is that? All the way from the ramp, all the way off. Formal on the unlucky receiving end of that. They find themselves with a 3-man advantage. That was 3 dead. They're going to get sniper over shield. They will continue scoring, and here comes the push to C.
Immediate pressure on the respawners as well. Trippy will fall as another player in the nest that Royal2 is trying to hunt down with this overshield. APG and Lucid working together. APG will be traded out, but they want the triple cap here. Lucid tries to fly around the corner. He has the green gun and the repulse, and Lucid will not win the fight as Royal2 trusts that battle rifle like he had so many times before.
He's going to also finish on B here. The pressure will come in, but Royal2 plays it so well.
From 2-0 down to potentially tying this series up at 2-2. FaZe will do it. We got a series on our hands, everyone. Learns where Renegade is, and even though the kills have been going the way of Optic, you've now got shock and camo.
in the hands of FaZe.
And how fitting, Trippy goes bottom middle. He says, usually when I'm down here, there's a camo. What's going on?
Renegade, though, once again in the kill feed, just working around the camo. And before they can even make a play, Formal's going to be there. Oh!
Formal going to be wondering what on earth might have happened there. What looked like it would have been a free 2. And it's safe to say that FaZe has really continued where they left off in game number 3. It felt like it hits another one.
Royal2 just giving him so much pressure that he has to deal with, and Frosty continues. 3 dead here for Optic, and surely FaZe will step inside this hill.
Trippy knows he has to challenge, but he's not going to be able to.
FaZe go up by 1. They're not going to be able to do it. Last 2 alive from Optic are in the hill. If FaZe can take them both out, then FaZe Clan will have closed out this game. FaZe Clan reset the bracket in Seattle. The Halo World Championships is not done yet.
Looking at the stats, I mean, Renegade is matching the level and slaying power of Royal2. And I think that when the duo is going up, that slaying dominance that these two bring, that's usually when FaZe Clan is at their best.
Optic Gaming and FaZe Clan just moments away from closing out game 1.
This is unbelievable, devastating here. Optic just doing whatever they can to try to stay alive.
Oh my God!
Renegade has been a menace.
Blink and you would have missed it. FaZe Clan tear apart Optic Gaming in game number 1. It never felt close.
FaZe outslay Optic Gaming by almost triple.
But this time they've got the heat wave. But Frosty, look how annoying he's being. But not annoying enough. It's a tie game here. Formal with double. Formal still alive as well. QT's away. Here comes Trippy. Optic into a lead.
They're up by 1, 7 seconds left on the clock. Here's the push.
Royal2 gets 1. 3 seconds left. Formal ties the game up once more. It's absolute carnage in the base. Optic make the push. Optic make the push.
APG's controller was down. We're into overtime.
If we went into overtime, it was tied up as the game finished.
48-47. It was tied 47-47 there.
To give away a few kills. Snake bite. He'll go down. It's 1 more. Who's the bravest player on this main stage?
Here comes a little bit of push from FaZe. I've never seen anything like this. OT has been extended all the way. Here comes the push.
APG's got the info. Who's going to win this fight? Stay boys! The captain, the general. FaZe will win it 50-49.
3 dead for Optic Gaming as well. This will be a grab here, and that'll be it.
Round number 1 goes to FaZe Clan, 1-0. And Frosty has a smile on his face. And let me tell you, even a little bit of a Royal2 smile there. Might have been moved towards back green here. Formal falls. Optic fall. All of them in the death screen. As Royal2 shakes his head at Optic and puts FaZe within 1 game of calling themselves world champions.
And as you can very clearly see in your series layout, they're 1 game away. Take a look at your last 7 maps since the O2 start. Royal2 is 1.36 overall, and Renegade a 1.52. How do you play against that? To maybe do it here. Optic Gaming, though, will need to win 4 straight. 3 dead for Optic off the opening.
Snakebite looking around because there's no one to kill. And now is the time to step in. They put the pinky toe in. They put the hammer down. Optic Gaming, 3 dead. FaZe up by 1. They win that first hill.
Take a look at Royal2's route here. He knows he needs to clean up that kill bottom middle. Fantastic communication coming in from FaZe.
Oh! Send it back to Trippy.
Max Trippy, though, last player alive. It's a 2v1, and the second point goes in for FaZe off a fantastic play from Renegade.
They get 2. Renegade and Snakebite down. Lucid will fall. Royal2 trying to shut the door on the hopes. Trippy flies in. Royal2! With what might be a championship winning triple kill in the elevator.
I think the long-lasting memory from Worlds 2023 is that Royal2 triple kill on the Trippy, bottom elevator and recharge. The second that he gets that kill, that's game. Royal2 called game, Royal2 called tournament. And any chance that Optic were going to have coming back in that, I think it was a King of the Hill game, it was a race.
With that repulse, and Royal2's looking for more. He's got 1.
Trippy falls as well. He's got the camo. And he says, hey, someone else get the hill. Optic are 4 dead, and I want to add to my stats.
And once again, it's good time on the board in this hill specifically for Optic Gaming, but the break is too easy for FaZe. Oh no. Royal2 almost makes it happen in the same exact place.
Formula and HPG trying to push. Renegade flying straight in. Royal2 with some nades. He'll get a trade. Trades are perfect. Royal2 now with camo. Just playing with his food at this point. There's 2 dead for Optic again. 4 more taken down. Last player alive, APG. He will fall as well. And for the first time this season, the bracket gets reset. And FaZe Clan will be your Halo World Champions.
A historic run, not just for FaZe, but for the entire Halo franchise. From the elimination bracket, they win back-to-back best of 7s.
FaZe will lift your trophy.
Royal2, okay? Might call him Royal3 now. We saw the triple kill you got to get that 3rd point, to get your 3rd victory of the season, and get your 3rd world championship. How do you feel?
I'm actually at a loss for words too. I mean, I just shout out to my teammates. They're amazing. We worked so hard from Charlotte to now. I mean, we just did a losers bracket reset for the first time, and I'm just super proud of them, and I can't be more happy to do with them.
And bask in the glory one more time as your world champions are FaZe Clan!
Up on here, apart from obviously talking about some of the most amazing slayers that we do have, of course, in the HCS, and who's still up on that top of the leaderboard, Wes? It's Royal2.
It's no surprise Royal2's at the top.
Dig into the advanced analytics, dig into the stats, and you will see that 2023 Worlds performance by Royal2 was game-breaking. He was a cheat code.
I don't think it was surprising to hear that was the best performance stat-wise in Infinite. I mean, we played a lot of matches. We won the thing. You know, knowing Royal2 and knowing the numbers he puts up, nah, it's not too surprising.
I had some good performances at other tournaments, but I never thought that, you know, one of the biggest tournaments of the season would be the best performance of Halo Infinite. So I actually was quite surprised.
It's crazy to think about that type of performance again, not just winning Worlds, but the way they won. And obviously everybody a part of that journey, but you look at the stats, you look at Royal2's performance, and it really was incredible.
I mean, you want to talk about Royal2's history for Halo and the legacy he's leaving behind? Look at the numbers. Royal2, I don't even have to, actually, take that back. You don't even have to look at the numbers. I can tell you without even looking at any stats that Royal2 is the most positive player in the history of Halo. And at some point, the greatest player of all time conversation has to come into play when you're talking about Royal2.